It's a common saying that nobody writes letters anymore. But guess what? You have to learn how to write a letter for your grade 4 PEP writing task. And here are 12 tips that will help you ace your grade 4 PEP writing task, the letter. Okay, so what are the things that you need to know in order to write a good letter? The format is important, the purpose is important, and you must be clear in your communication. It matters who you're writing the letter to. Is it a friendly letter? Is it a business letter? Why am I writing the letter? So all these things will be covered because I want to make sure you have the tools that you need to ace your letter writing task for the grade 4 PEP. Now, before you start writing your letter, you need to check, who am I writing this letter to? It matters a lot. Is it a friendly letter? Is it a business letter? If it's a friendly letter, then you're going to read the prompt, and it should be saying, for example, write a letter to a friend, a cousin, your grandma, and it should have a casual tone, personal, right? Personal news, familiar. The business letter, on the other hand, would be more formal tone, and usually you're going to be asking for something, making some requests. So the business letter would be to your principal, your teacher, to a company, to a newspaper, and it will have a formal tone. If you write the wrong type, you're going to lose marks. So be clear who you're writing the letter to. When you read the prompt, underline who it says you're to write the letter to, and that will tell you if it's going to be a casual, friendly letter or a more formal business letter. Now, my second tip, read the prompt and underline what's the job, what am I writing about. So if it says, write a letter to your principal asking for a reading club to be started, you must address it to the principal, ask for a reading club, give 2 or more reasons why you think it is important for there to be a reading club. If you miss one part, you're going to lose marks. There are marks awarded for purpose. So it's important that you identify what is the purpose, why am I writing? And you need to state in the letter why you're writing and some good reasons to back up your request. Tip number 3, you need to plan with your plan boxes or your bubbles, anyway you have your plans. Make sure to include why, what. Okay, please do that. So answer the questions. Why am I writing? Give the reason in one sentence. I am writing, blah, blah, blah. I am writing to make a request for a writing club, right? I'm writing to make a request for more space in the play area. I am writing to make a request for more clubs, more extracurricular activities to be included. Whatever it is, so in your box, you're going to write not sentences but pointers. Okay, you're going to put pointers like bullets so that you don't waste any time writing sentences in your plan. You put bullet points that you will develop in your letter. Now, the details of what you're requesting, those will be in about 2 to 3 supporting points. Remember to say please, thank you. That's how you will close politely. Okay. You can spend maybe 30 seconds or so planning, doing the plan for the letter. At grade 4, this is okay. Just make sure that the letter is organized, well put together, well structured. No, you will lose marks if the format is incorrect. So let us go through the correct format for your letter. At the beginning of the letter, you should have your address, followed by your date, and those will go on the right-hand side of the letter. In your address, you start with your lot number or your house number, and they should be lined up properly. So your lot number, your avenue or road or crescent or drive or whatever. Your community, if you have a post office, and then the parish that you live in, followed by the date. And you should skip a line between your address and the date. If you don't put your address, you absolutely will lose marks for that. Okay? For grade 4, you can use your real address or you can use even the school's address. Okay? Now, below that on the left-hand side, you're going to have your salutations. So this is my 5th tip. Remember, your greetings, your salutation, those go on your left-hand side, depending on what type of letter you're writing. So if it's a friendly letter, dear Tanya, or my dear cousin, or dear mom, dear dad, dear Uncle Joe, dear Auntie Betty, and you put your comma. If it's a business letter now, of course, that's going to be more formal. Dear Mr. Brown, dear Sir, Madam, that kind of thing. Capital D for the dear. And when you have put the person's name, you put a comma and then you go to the next line. Never start the business letter with hi, hello. No, we don't start a business letter like that. We have to be formal. No, tip number 6, remember to leave a line between each part. So the address, space, date, space, your greeting or salutation, space, the body of your letter, space, closing the letter. Okay, put a space between each one. The PEP markers cannot give you marks for format if everything is just squished into one big blob. You're going to lose the formatting marks. Now, while you're writing the body of the letter, here's my 7th tip. Even though it's a letter, it's not a story, but you still want to organize it into paragraphs. So for paragraph 1, state your purpose first. Do it quickly, nice and spicy, short and spicy, right? So it's bad to say like, how are you? I am fine. A better thing would be, I am writing to ask if we can start a reading club at school. The business letters, you're not going to indulge in the small talk, the little small talk that you would do maybe if you were writing to your best friend or your cousin. No, for the business letter, you get straight to the point. For tip number 8, for your second paragraph, you can give 2 or 3 reasons or details. Use your linking words. So first, also, and put a comma after these. Another reason is, right? So, for example, you could say, first, many students finish their work early and need something fun to do. Also, a reading club would help us prepare for PEP. Back up your points, right? Have your reasons. Tip number 9, stay in the right tone. What do we mean by tone? It's how your writing comes across. Are you casual? Are you formal? You know, the casual would be for the friendly. I was so excited when such and such happened. Or I can't wait to see you. That's for the business letter. Sorry, for the friendly letter. For the business letter, you would say something more like, I would be grateful if you would so and so, or thank you for considering my request. That kind of thing, right? Don't use any slang words like wanna, gonna. When are you gonna do this? I wanna do that. No, 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 no. That's a big, 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 big red no. No, no, no. Three more tips. Three more tips. You are well on your way to mastering your grade 4 PEP letter writing. So, tip number 10, like I said, for grade 4, you get away with only writing one page or so, maybe a little over. So, you can keep it within the page or page and a half, three well written paragraphs. Okay. For the grade 4, letters are short. The quality is more important than the length. The markers stop reading after if they find that you are just repeating things, or you're just trying to make up a space, or you're going on and on and on. You're basically wasting your time because they're not going to waste theirs. Make sure that you finish strong. Your end should be strong. So, tip number 11, choosing your closing it must match the type of letter that you are writing. So, for the friendly letter, you can say your friend so and so, or love, more casual, more. But for the business letter, you would end yours sincerely, comma, yours faithfully, comma, right? If you had used dear sir, madam, you would end with yours faithfully. And then, of course, you would have your name under that in a line by itself. Okay? When you're writing yours sincerely or yours faithfully, capital Y, but everything else in that line is a common letter. Not a capital S for sincerely, not a capital F for faithfully, capital Y for yours, and put a comma at the end, right? And then you put your name to sign off to say, I am the one who is responsible for this wonderful letter. The last tip, number 12, check everything before you hand in. Check that you have your capital letters where they're supposed to be, especially in words like dear and yours. A lot of students forget. And by the way, the yours should not have an apostrophe S. Okay? All the names of people, names of places, capital letter for the initial letter. When you're talking about yourself, you're saying, I did this, I did that, capital I. Your organization, make sure your address, your date, then you go over to the left, the, whoever you're writing to, if it's a business letter, their name and address, your salutation, the body, everything must be organized. organize. So we're almost there. You're just checking your punctuation, make sure you have your commas, your full stops, whatever, where they're supposed to be. Of course, you check for spelling and use your last minute to just wrap up, right? Just check over, make sure you have all your bases covered. Okay? All your bases covered. And yeah, that should do it. That should do it. Um, is there anything else? So let's say the if you're thinking about marks, so you'll get marks for formatting, maybe a third of the mark would be for formatting, how you set it out, how you organize. You get another set of marks for your purpose. This is a big deal. So you read carefully. Who are you to address the letter to? So if you are asked to complain about the canteen, there must actually be a complaint. What happened, why you're not satisfied with the canteen, and what you would like to see in terms of improvement, right? Your voice matters. Like I said, for the friendly letter, it's more casual. For the business letter, you have to be formal. Formal. But your voice should come out whichever the formatting is required, right? And you can practice. Your exam is just around the corner. You still have time. Practice writing letters to your auntie, to your friend, to your cousin, to your sister, your brother, thanking them for the birthday gift, thanking them for whatever, asking them for whatever. Practice writing your letters, okay? And that will help you. And practice your spelling as well. You still have time. And if you follow these tips, I guarantee you will do very well in your letter writing task.